Hey guys and gals, welcome back to another Vinny Vid Productions. I'm calling this one Major Changes number 7B. Even though it's not related to the Wickenburg area, it's related to the entire upper section per se. It's going to include fascia that I am putting on the lower and upper levels. Also, the final modification to my Helix, that will be interesting. George and Joe came over to help me out again. Thanks to George and his table saw, I was able to cut the blocks I need to raise the Helix up by another 1/8 of an inch. Then, before I put up number 8, I do have an op session that was done at Arthur Ocampo's layout. His layout is called the Union Pacific and Santa Fe Railroad. It's a really nice layout. It's very well thought out, and we had a great time. I met a couple other railroad people. One actually works for UP as an engineer. But anyhow, after that, there'll be a scratch build coming up. That's going to be from my buddy David Durbin. I don't know if that's going to be before or after number 8 because I'm just in the process of starting to build it. And finally, one other thing I'd like to talk about. A while back I mentioned t-shirts. I'm still open for that. I'd like to get an order of 40 t-shirts, and I'll show you a picture of what I have in mind. At 40, if I get an order of 40 t-shirts, the price of the t-shirts would be about $18 per shirt, and that's shipped to your house. Anyhow, let's get on with the rest of this video, and we'll talk to you guys in a little bit. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, let's get on with this video now. Right now I'm in my dining area. I would normally be doing this out in my garage, but it's a little too cold out there and I'm afraid that the paint won't adhere or take too long to dry. But anyhow, what you see in front of you are a couple of strips of hardboard. The 3 middle ones will be for the lower level, and the 2 skinnier ones will be for the upper level. There are 7 more of the larger ones that I still need to do. And this is all possible because of my good friend David Durbin. He sent me a Christmas gift that I wasn't expecting, and it was a gift card for Lowe's. So I went out and bought materials that I'm going to need to get my fascia completed. Anyhow, I bought 2 4x8 sheets of this hardwood, and I had them cut it down with my specifications. Also, at the same time, I bought the gray paint that the rest of the fascia that I have already up that you guys seen already. I got that pre-mixed. And then always, guys, I'm telling you right now, always look on the return bin. This is a quart of paint that I have gotten for $2. And it's a beige color, so it's pretty neutral. I can use it for anything I want. Anyhow, the 3 centerpieces down there have been roughed up with a little bit of 220 grit sandpaper so the paint adheres better. According to the can, it's got primer already in there, so the next step is for me to start painting them. So stay tuned and we'll be back shortly. Alright guys, there's the first 5 sections of fascia that I have painted. I'm going to wait for this to dry a couple hours, and I think it's going to need a second coat. And I also think that it's a bit lighter than what I already have on there. If it is lighter, I'll just go ahead and repaint the fascia that's already up on the board. Anyhow, stay tuned and we'll get to more of this. I'll probably start mounting some of these fascias so I have some room on the kitchen floor. Anyhow, stay tuned and we'll be back shortly. Alright guys, I already did those 5 sheets that I showed earlier, and now I'm going to do something that I saw on TV, I think at one time on like one of the DIY shows. I'm going to reuse this roller, but I don't want to wash it out right now. So they say to put it in a plastic bag and wrap it up just like that, and stick it in your fridge. So we're going to give this a try. I do have a spare roller, so if this don't work, I have another roller. Anyhow, stay tuned and I'll show you the finished product of the paint job. Alright guys, after the fascia boards have been painted, when you walk into my train room, this is what you're going to see. I mounted my little placard up there, and as you can see, I've got the upper done and I've got the lower done. And right here, instead of painting these, I had some strips left, so I went ahead and did the struts so that they're not so as obvious. Anyhow, you can see top and bottom are done, and we'll walk around the entire layout. And again, bottom is done, and right here I'll show you when we get to the other side what I did on this side here, and also right here. But anyhow, as you can see, fascia is done, bottom's done. The only thing that's not done is the upper section here, because I still need to do work on it, and unfortunately excuse me, when I had the paint done, I did the wrong color. So this is the color I had done second. This is the first color. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to paint this the same color as that. Anyhow, as you can see, it's all done down here, all the way around. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but it is done there. Eventually I'll get some of the corner moldings to put on the edges here to give it more finished look. The only thing I'm a little bit not sure of is how I'm going to cover this guy up. Anyhow, stay tuned for more progress. I'm going to go ahead and paint this, and I'll bring you back and show you the final product. And also, let me show you what I did over here. If you guys remember, I had the mountain there. What I did was I added a little bit of skyboard so it doesn't look too bare. And over here I'll build up the mountains a little bit, and then the same thing here. I intend to put, at least on the top level, a little berm on both sides of the track. So anyhow, we'll see how that goes. Stay tuned and we'll be back shortly. Alright guys, we're out here at the layout room again, and now I'll show you the finished fascia. As you can see, it's already painted and it's the same color as what I previously did. Eventually I will get the corner pieces, corner molding to cover up the edges, but as you can see, it's done all the way down and all the way up on the top also. Don't mind the mess guys, I'm work in progress. Anyhow, that's I want to show you where I'm at with the fascia. And like I said about this area here, it won't get done until I get all of this situated and ready to go through the wall. Anyhow, stay tuned and we'll be back shortly.
Anytime you want.
Okay, then give it back to me.
You can sit up on there, Joe, if you want.
I don't think.
Just be delicate.
You can
with the
see we're
track,
doing
guys.
Helix Part 3.
Will it go up? Why isn't it go? Oh, you know what? There's a nut down below.
Oh.
Maybe. Is there another nut
Oh,
down?
yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, okay.
It's almost there.
Slack. Give me slack. Okay, now go.
A little more, Joe.
Oh, this way. Something.
No, that one's okay. They're all okay. It should. Oh, okay. It's this one right here.
Okay.
This one.
Yeah.
And before we start putting the blocks in, no, we can't really do that. We have to put the blocks in before we can adjust it.
Yeah.
That's good, Joe.
Okay, I'll hold it up. I'm
All
holding
right,
it up.
let it down now. That's good, we're
Okay.
perfect right there. I've got a problem here. I'll make this right here.
Oh, yeah,
You just have to stretch it up.
that's true. Okay, your upper ones are,
Huh?
I thought you turned the upper ones down or not.
No, we're gonna lift up off of those.
All right, we're gonna have to make these taller also because I cannot get this one under.
Do you have the block in there?
Yeah, just, both of them have to come up a bit, Joe.
Okay, wow.
Actually, no, we're gonna take, you know what? How are we gonna do this? Because what's gonna hold these all down while it's glued? So we're gonna just keep these in here for now.
Yes,
Hold it all
yes.
down to
Yeah,
there.
that was what I was
That's the
suggesting.
clamp, okay.
You just, we loosen all the nuts, we keep the top and bottom nut, tighten those two
And another clamp.
to pull it back as a clamp.
Joe, okay, this one needs to get longer toward me, up. And the same thing with the other one. Just have to come up maybe a half inch, quarter inch the most.
Okay, just a second.
Now, check the level to see this out now. Are you looking at it?
I am over the
It's a
top.
lot more straight than it
It
was
is,
before.
isn't it?
Yep.
Really does make a difference. And the gaps that are on top of the blocks will get taken as you raise up the
once
other.
we-
Yeah,
Once we start gluing, we're
That
gonna
makes
use
it-
all of these
right.
clamps as clamps to hold it all together while the glue sets up. Then once the glue sets up, we're just gonna leave those four in there to hold the levels flush with each other.
Coming up.
Ta-da! Again. So,
That's Vinny's version of a man cave is being in the center of his helix, right?
ideal cut that big.
Or a short piece of rod down there.
Yeah, we could put a short piece of rod down there. Just from this one to this one. Just to support it, that's all. Yeah, we can do that.
Like this short one right here.
Yeah.
I don't think you're gonna need this over here. This is glued. It's not, this isn't holding it at all, so that's glued.
Alright, so let's go here. Then we'll do the same thing here then too.
Yeah.
Short rod. I'm just wondering the
You want to,
pros and cons of making this one solid 100% module. Because all I have to do really is cut it right here. Take the track off, cut it right here, and unbolt it from that table, and I can move this whole module out as one unit.
That's something your kids will do after you're gone.
Yeah. My kids will take this out to the fireplace. Alright. Let's decide what we're going to do here because we're burning the midnight oil.
Yeah. Try a different nut over here. That one's not.
Okay, I'm level here. That's going to change when I tighten this You level, right?
Well, I'm tightening this one to see if it,
No, don't tighten that one anymore, you're going lower, tighten this one now.
that one's already tight. It doesn't get any tighter.
Loosen it up down here. And just by listening, you can see it already dropped.
Okay, I'm holding that one there. You were holding it. Okay, so the bottom is loose. The block,
Huh?
the bottom, that block there is loose.
Where? Oh, well, that's because I'm using that to push this up. So all we have to do is loosen this thing to get it to come back down. Again,
Oh, no.
Another take, huh?
yeah.
Oh boy, this is really loose. Keep an eye on that battery thing.
I am. All green.
Alright, that's done there. I gotta wait for you, George, to get your blocks and everything to lock these down.
I'm working on a pulse. Don't throw me in that hot box again.
Wow, that's a lot.
Okay, you want that tightened up then?
I loosen this. Yeah, this one we get underneath, this one we can't. So we can't pull this side.
In it.
Those are dirty words for the file.
Yeah, that one's sitting kinda on that block.
Only butterfingers.
I bet Lucy's evil twin is rubbing off on you.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. There's this one here is tightened up on it, so this will need to back off a little.
And all my inside ones, except for the bottom one, are level. This one here, what do we got going on here? This one here is too high, or this one's too low. Bring this
Yes.
one up.
I will.
Okay.
You all right, George?
Yeah. shorter every time, doesn't it?
Actually, this bottom looks like it needs to get adjusted. Take your wrench, this bottom one right here,
Where do you want me to hit it?
from the outside. These both have to get lowered down.
On,
These both have to get lowered down on the rods. Because it's doing this.
Well, that's to make sure you don't go too fast. Don't. You got all kinds of rooms.
Alright guys, we're checking out George's auto rack and double stack cars to see if it makes it up to Helix with no problems. After all our work that we did today. And I don't think he's going to have a problem because we raised this up by another 1/8 of an inch. Which gives me a total grade of 1.7. Looking good. As you can see how much clearance is under there now, guys. All these all threaded rods will be coming out of here. Alright guys, this is the finished product of all the work we've done over the last couple of days. As you can see, I don't have any more rods in here. They're all being supported by the blocks, which I should have done earlier. But you know, it was my first Helix that I built and didn't know exactly how to go about it. Anyhow, the only rods that'll be left are these ones here, because these are where my joints are. And as you can see, I've got them adjusted pretty close. I still got to tweak them just a bit more. Anyhow, let me give you a little walk around here. And as you can see, nice smooth transition up the grade. And by the way, this winds up to be a 1.7% grade. And also, by raising it up that 1/8 of an inch, Jason, you asked me this and I already gave you one answer, but here's a second answer. It is a lot flatter now since I've raised this up this 1/8 of an inch. Anyhow, like I told you guys previously that I'll be putting a little bit of a berm up here on the top. There'll be a 1-inch fascia that'll go around from there around until it goes under the second level. Then the fascia will stop, and then I got to decide on what I will do on these outside pieces. I intend to cover these up with some of the fascia material just to give it a little bit more finished look. Anyhow, I hope you guys like this part 7B. Hopefully I'll get the next couple of videos up in a few days. But anyhow, as always, your questions, comments, input, and subs are always welcome. For now, that's all folks. BNSF 6951 out.